Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Second down following the run. They run once more with McKinnon. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
Now McKinnon. A broken tackle on the run, and then just on the other side of midfield, they get to it. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, and it's 3rd and short.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Watson on 3rd down. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And his throw is incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And now it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
They run it with McKinnon. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. From the gun, here's Watson. And able to find Conley. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. From the red zone now, Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Looked like he tried it all there. Tried to use some physicality, right? Tried to use some footwork, some head fakes, but he was covered the entire way. Dogged in every step. That forced the incompletion. No separation at the end of the route.
Here's McKinnon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here again is McKinnon. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
Here's Watson now on second down. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Chris Baker busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round!
Now Watson. Screenplay, McKinnon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. It's the Bills with an early lead over the Jets. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now it's Franks following the made field goal to send it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. Throw right side caught by O.J. Howard. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard at the 36. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you can see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Second down, Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now, they had the box stacked. That run was going nowhere from the start.
And when you say stacked, you really mean it, don't you? Because when you're talking about a 46 defense, commonly known as the Bear defense, you're covering up the guys inside, and you're allowing other people to get in there close to the line of scrimmage. Usually an 8-man front. That's difficult to block for an offense. On that play, the defense won in a big way. No gain at all.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. Throwing on third down, Watson. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Here we go.
Watson on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Only 3 there on the screen at second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1 yard line. A big-time play there for the Texans. And even 40 yards.
Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. 1-9.
They'll try and run with McKinnon. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Jerick McKinnon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
On second down, Williams. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, Winston. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now it's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play. Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Texans on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Come on, let's go.
Watson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know. He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. On 3rd and short, Smallwood. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
And he'll bang that one through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To throw on second is Watson. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking long for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 30. They give him a gain of 37. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Come on, let's go. 190. 190. Black round.
McKinnon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And the offense in a great spot. It's first and goal from the 3. Back to throw, Watson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
On second down, here's Watson. Buying time to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The offense on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third and goal. Out of the gun, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make...
Now a hit and a loose football. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Winston. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Now Jameis on second down. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Winston from the gun on third down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. An NFL update there in the second quarter in Baltimore. And the Ravens now really pouring it on. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Let's go.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we will toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Let's go now. Easy. Ready. Blue lane. Easy. Let's go. Be serious right here. We got to step it up. Flip. Easy.
Now Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. 20, 10, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. And this one through the uprights and good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. Now a handoff here to his running back. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Going for the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Defense showing blitz. Following the interception, Winston. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Off of play action, it's Watson. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Aldon Smith in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Well, there was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? He's going to go for a big play downfield. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Now Williams running left. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Here's Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. He finds McKinnon, complete. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chris Baker in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Watson now on second down. Steps away to his left. Finding room inside the 40. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. They run the counter now on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least 2. And most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for loss.
By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Here's Watson. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
The Texans on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. To throw is Watson. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Rob Gronkowski, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A first down throw for Winston. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Evans has it left side. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. And now a first down following that long gain. They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Second down, Winston. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. About 3 yards there to the 27. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And that is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And they'll get him down right about the 20. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, it's hard to get them started again occasionally.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They run. It's Williams. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Joe Williams stops short of the sticks on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense. And
oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Gerald McCoy breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Then they give this time to the tailback, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one good for 12 yards, and it'll be 3rd down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Watson. Dancing to his left. And some room to maneuver. And he slides to avoid the hit. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jerick McKinnon with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. This will be taken short. Fighting him off. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Ezekiel Ansah in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And he's going to go down again. Shaq Lawson in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sack's on back-to-back plays. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the gun, Winston. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Here's Brian Anger now, standing just about on his own goal line. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This will be fielded at the 17. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he fields it cleanly. 12 yards on the return that time. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm?
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Let's go.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Texans on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys
I'm a little
skeptical?
skeptical.